Good evening. Today we explain the effects of prebiotics and probiotics on coronary heart disease. We are undergraduate students from Faculty of Agriculture at the Columbia University, Dairy Science and Technology Department. Our supervisor is Dr. Muhammad Al-Zaini. I am Sabinaz Walid, and now I will explain the meaning of coronary heart disease. Coronary heart disease is a type of heart disease that develops when the arteries of the heart cannot deliver enough oxygen-rich blood to the heart. It is the leading cause of death in the United States. One of the causes of CHD is cholesterol. Cholesterol is a waxy fat-like substance that's found in all the cells in your body. Your body needs some cholesterol to make hormones, vitamin D, and substances that help you digest food. So if your blood contains too much LDL, low density lipoprotein cholesterol, it's known as a high cholesterol. When left untreated, high cholesterol can lead to many health problems, including heart attack or stroke. Probiotics have an effect on cholesterol levels. In current study reported the EBS reducing potential of probiotic Lactobacillus paracesi and isolated from human breast milk. The EBS of Lactobacillus paracesi exhibited excellent functional characteristics like hypocholesterolemia for about 70%. There are 4 steps as the mechanisms behind cholesterol reduction by probiotic bacteria. First, assimilation of cholesterol by growing bacterial cells. Second, deconjugation of bypass by bypass hydrolase. Third, precipitation of cholesterol with deconjugated virus. And finally, binding of cholesterol to cells.
Hello, it's Mara Muhammad, and I'm going to talk about the effect of prebiotics on cholesterol levels. At first, Partner and Rayner reported that probiotic supplementation lowers total serum cholesterol in hypercholesterolemic rat model. And in this experiment, rats were administered one of 3 diets supplemented with 0 to 10 or about 20% prebiotic fiber for 10 weeks. Both doses of prebiotic fiber reduced serum cholesterol concentrations by about 25%. And in addition, this change was correlated with an increase in casa digesta, as well as the upregulation of genes involved in cholesterol biosynthesis and bile production. In addition, the obese rats with 10% probiotic supplementation demonstrated an approximately 40% reduction in triglycerol accumulation in the liver. Obesity is often associated with the progression of CVDs. However, both probiotics and prebiotic supplementation have been reported to have anti-obesogenic effect in various clinical.
My name is Fatma Khamis. I will explain high blood pressure, or which causes hypertension, which have a rarely noticeable symptom. And if the high blood pressure is not treated, it will increase the risk of serious problems such as a heart attack and stroke. A stroke occurs due to that the blood supply to part of our brain is reduced and preventing the brain tissue from getting oxygen and nitrogen. Blood pressure is recorded with 2 numbers. The first one is the systolic pressure, and that's the top number, and means the force at which your heart pumps blood around your body. The second one is diastolic pressure, and that means the bottom number or the resistance to blood flow in blood vessel, or in another meaning, blood pressure when your heart muscle is between beats. There are two types of high blood pressure or hypertension. The first one is primary hypertension or essential hypertension, and that tends to develop gradually over many years, in which second cause not present in this type, such as renovascular disease or renal failure. The second type is the secondary hypertension, and that tends to appear suddenly and cause high blood pressure than does the primary hypertension. There are various conditions and medication can lead to the secondary hypertension, such as obstructive sleep apnea, kidney disease, adrenal gland tumors, ulcer problems, and certain medications such as the birth control pill, cold remedies, over-the-counter pain relievers, and some of the prescription drugs and illegal drugs, such as cocaine and amphetamine.
Hello everyone, my name is Ala Ibrahim al-Barbari. I'm going to discuss the effect of probiotics on high blood pressure or hypertension. Lactic acid bacteria are cell factories for many proteolytic enzymes in which are involved in the hydrolysis of peptide bonds, generating a short oligopeptides. Probiotics have been reported to exert the AC inhibitory activity by producing antihypertensive bioactive peptides which are released during the protein hydrolysis. Similar to AC inhibitory peptides, other peptides as casokines and lactokines are also being released during the enzymatic proteolysis of milk protein and microbial fermentation. Hence, the fermented milk, which are rich in bioactive peptide, are considered as a natural dietary source to control the hypertension.
My name is Monica Magdi and I'll explain diabetes. Diabetes is a disease in which your blood glucose or blood sugar levels are too high. Glucose comes from the food you eat. Insulin is a hormone that helps the glucose get into your cells, giving them energy. There are two types of diabetes. Diabetes 1, your body does not make insulin, while type 2 diabetes, the more common type, your body does not make or use insulin well. Without enough insulin, the glucose stays in your blood. Causes of type 1 diabetes. What is known is that your immune system, which normally fights harmful viruses and bacteria, attacks and destroys your insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. So this leaves you with little or no insulin. Instead of being transported into your cells, sugar builds up in your bloodstream. So type 1 is thought to be caused by a combination of genetic susceptibility and environmental factors, though exactly what those factors are is still unclear. Weight is not believed to be a factor in type 1 diabetes.
Hello everyone, my name is Monica Hani. I will talk about the causes of the pre-diabetes and type 2 diabetes. In pre-diabetes can lead to type 2 diabetes, and in type 2 diabetes, your cells become resistant to the action of the insulin. Your pancreas is unable to make enough insulin to overcome this resistance. Instead of moving into your cells where it's needed for energy, sugar builds up in your bloodstream. This happens in uncertain. Also, it's believed that genetic and environmental factors play a role in the development of type 2 diabetes. Being overweight is strongly linked to the development of type 2 diabetes, but not everyone with type 2 diabetes is overweight. Now I will explain the effect of the probiotics on diabetes. In case of certain lactobacillus species, such as Lactobacillus fermentum, Lactobacillus inglovi,
Lactobacillus acidophilus can lead to overweight or can lead to weight gain, while the injection of Lactobacillus cavari or Lactobacillus plantarum may end up in weight loss, and this in both human and animal studies.